Alright, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of The Roaring Lion Lives On, our TEW 2020 BCG save. I guess it'll kind of be like our farewell save, although I'm going to be booking it for still quite some time. The plan is to get to 2024, and we're in October of 2020. But of course, big things just happened. We've crowned our second champion of the save. We had our first world title change of the save, technically, as Razan Okamoto finally got the big one. He defeated Funakoshi to win it for the second time. He lost it to Mabuchi Furusawa the previous time, and he actually won it from Bunraku Tori, so that could be a cool story we could tell. Nothing happened in between this episode and the previous one. I have my thing recording at all times to get raw reactions in case something does happen. So, but nothing happened. We've signed a new announcer. I feel like this guy was holding us back, and it really showed during the last pay-per-view. And this new guy here, Rizaburo, he's gonna become our next color commentator. I know Shozo here is already pretty close to reaching 70, but we're actually getting Rizaburo for cheaper than we are for getting Shozo, and Shozo's gonna be more of like a project anyway. He's been a project, and we're paying him 280 a show. I was looking at it wrong. I was looking at it like, I think how much he's worth. I was reading how much he was worth, and it's like, oh, we're paying him 400. So, I take that back. He's going to cost more, but it'll be worth it because he's going to develop more than Shozo will. It'll be worth the extra money. We're just going to keep Shozo around for a few more tours until the experience level between Gomon and Rizaburo has grown. So, yeah, that is what I just did. I took him off of, I don't want him announcing. I just want him coloring. He can color. Burning Hammer's got a bunch of graduates, and I didn't want to look too much into it because I wanted to see where their dojo is at, and I don't know what it's called. Oh, it's the Hinote Dojo. Duh. So they had a lot of people graduate from this class. So they're actually halfway decent out the gate, and because their training's at a 95. So we're gonna get ours up to 100 during this episode. So yeah, all these guys actually, they're all halfway decent. Like these guys could make it on the fucking American indie scene with these kind of ratings. So, imagine how good they would be for us when we get that to 100. And they have they're gonna have way more graduates than we're gonna have. I am keeping my facilities way down. Oh, they opened one. Cool. I want to keep my facilities way down because I want to try to do something with these new gens in the short amount of time we're gonna have them. So if I upgrade the facilities, first off, it's going to cost a lot more, and it's going to generate me like 4 or 5 guys that I'm just not going to use. So I'm going to keep the facilities at 22, and I'm going to bump this up to 100. So we're going to have the best dojo out there, but you got to be a fucking legend to graduate from our dojo. So I was so close to signing this guy because I was like, oh shoot, Boat Hog rejection, 54, he's over, and he can work. And then I remembered we have Joshua Taylor on the roster who is younger than him and is also a huge waste of money. So I've learned my lesson. We're not falling for that again. We are not falling for that again. But other than that, nothing's really gone on in the game world. So let's just get straight into our first tour of the Strength Rush Tour. Let's get into our first show, as here we go. There's BCG Strength Rush. Obviously don't have anything planned because it's the first tour show of the night. We could actually we can get some pretty decent from outside of Kansai, but it is not worth the ticket sales we wouldn't get. $1,000. It's still estimating at 900, so That's what we're going to go with. So we're going to open the show. Former world champion Mabuchi Furusawa will take on Masashi Urodagaya. Did I say Mabuchi? I meant Funakoshi. Sorry. Funakoshi will be in our technical masterclass match here, as he's going to take on Masashi Urodagaya. This will be a pretty solid match. I could actually put this on a pay-per-view if I really wanted to, but I'm not pushing Masashi like that. So Funakoshi, he opens the tour show like, yeah, I'm not the world champion anymore, but I still got what it takes because I'm Funakoshi. And then the dojo come out. Not the whole dojo, just Yoshi Nakataku and Giant Brody, because I haven't booked the dojo guards and I don't want to pay them for an angle. So Funakoshi, we're going to rate him on Menace. Taku can cut the promo. I think Giant Brody on Menace too, yeah. So Menace. So Taku wants Funakoshi's spot. So pretty much he comes out, the dojo come out, or Taku and Brody come out, and they jump Funakoshi, and Yoshi Nakataku's like, yeah, I'm gonna strike while the iron's hot. I'm like a hawk catching my prey, slipping up. I'm gonna take Funakoshi out while he's down. I'm gonna take his spot, pretty much kind of thing. And we're gonna build the feud between Funakoshi and the dojo for this next pay-per-view. Up next is our first of two Young Lion matches, as we have we have the Red Dragons in this first one. The Red Dragons versus the Old Fucks, Yori Iputsai and Sofu Ozawa. The Old Fucks, because I've booked Shark later in the show. It can't be Shark. I'll give Sofu the win here. And then our other Young Lion match, I have the Politicians taking on Iki and Kubo. 10 minutes. And we'll have Roku go over, because Roku's cheaper, so I want to keep him happy over the other guy. And then we had him earlier in the show, but earlier in the show as Yoshi Nakataku and Giant Brody we had early in the show. They're going to take on Raw Power. They're going to go 15 minutes. They're going to steal the show, and Giant Brody's going to get the pinfall here. Slow build decisive. Alright. Then in our semi-main, we are having our new world champion, Razan Okamoto, and his two right-hand men, the Spine Breakers. They're going to team up and take on Shiraku Okimasa and Silent Killers. It's going to go 20 minutes total. New world champ Razan, of course, is going to get the win, and we can pin Kiyotaka, because he can't cut a promo, even though I don't think anyone can cut a promo between these six, but it was the first reason I could think of. And then a lot of jumpings happening tonight, but it's by two factions that are known for that. And M3 jump Razan. Suki says he will make sure Razan's reign is short. As we know, Suki did defeat Mabuchi Furusawa at the previous pay-per-view to win the number one contenders away from Mabuchi Furusawa. That sounded really convoluted. It made a lot more sense if you watch the last two videos. Rokuman, Sojuro Sen's gonna be here. Nobuharu, that's his name, right? Yeah, Nobuharu. Suki Entertainment. I think Razan, you fucking idiot. Razan can probably, he's a decent enough promo. You go on Menace, and then I don't think Blast can do much. Yeah, he can't do much in terms of promos. So there's that. And then in our main event of the night, M3 aren't going to go anywhere. They're going to jump Razan and go straight into their match, which is against the American Cobras and Big Bruiser Finley, our tag champs and another American. This is going to go 22 minutes total. Blasty Coma can get the victory. He's gonna pin Marvel Malloy and open script. Open script, slow build, decisive, and then we're gonna have one more quick M3 promo. Blast Radius want another shot at the tag titles. So at the pay-per-view, Blasty Koma and Rokumon Matsushita, they defeated the Intensity, I believe. They defeated Intensity. Yes, they defeated Intensity. And tonight, they've just pinned the American Cobras, and they're like, oh, I know, they say, we know we challenged you guys, and we lost. But I think we've re-earned, like, the number one contendership, and we want to challenge you again. And I have this going 6 minutes, but I don't have... Suki's going to cut the promo for some reason. Don't ask questions. Yeah, so they won at the pay-per-view. They've pinned the tag champs tonight. They're like, even though we already challenged you guys and lost, we have done enough to re-earn that that title match. So this is our first tour show. Let's get into it. Funakoshi and Masashi Urgotaya gets a 75 because of course it did. And then the following promo got a 69. That's actually a better than I thought it was going to do, so not bad. 29. Oh, fuck, I didn't realize that. I am a little dumb. I forgot that now we're a medium company. We cannot put on unimportance against other unimportance. All right. Oh, my God. Ah, shit, it's the wrong guy. Fuck. Damn. Maybe I'll just keep both of them. Oh, no. So I gotta do some... Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Alright, I gotta be more mindful about that then. 45 for the other one, however, so... Cool. 65 for Raw Power and the Dojo. So I'm realizing I don't think we'll need to worry about Shozo's lack of skill if they have good chemistry. So I think this is actually just worth keeping a 3-man booth going, because we can't have we can't get rid of the other guy because he's the good announcer. So all right, 65 for that. Semi-main gets a 69. Just you know what this was for. A promo gets a 68, and the main event gets a 76. Beautiful. I did not make new story. I think I'm just going to axe my storylines because I'm not required to run them. But if you put on good storylines, it helps improve the matches. But I think, if anything, the way that I book Japan companies, storylines don't end up getting a lot of heat when it's all said and done. And I think it's been hindering the matches. I think that is why... I could be wrong, and I could be shooting myself in the foot in this tour as I'm about to get rid of the storylines, but I have been running 5 SSW without any storylines, and within 5 tours, I've had a match get 87. So maybe that's just a TEW 9 thing, but it's worth trying in this one. So 76 for that. Shozo was pretty weak. I lied. Maybe not. 80 for the promo following that, and then 74 for our first tour show. Good stuff. So, again, if nothing happens in the news, then let's get straight into the next tour day. Okay, so we're not quite ready for the second tour day because it is a new month, and I didn't realize that. I thought that we would have another show before this, but I then remembered that I reworked the schedule so that we get proper nights off. I didn't really show you the schedule. By the way, hemorrhaged all of these previous tours because I'm going to I'm going to redo this whole schedule around the Lions Roar. But essentially, this is what our tours are going to look like going forward for each non-tournament tour. So this is just going to be the blueprint, 3 tour dates, and then a pop-up pay-per-view, and then 3 more tour dates in the actual pay-per-view. And the reasoning I'm doing this is for 2 reasons. One, it will give all of our guys at least 2 days of rest in between each show. Again, I'm not entirely sure what I will have for tournaments, but for normal tours, we're going to give our guys at least like two days of rest. And then it also helps me break up these videos for you guys much easier, because then it's, 1, 2, 3, boom, and then that's the end of the video. So, yeah, but it's a new month. We almost made 300K. We're getting close to that 300K mark. However, I said I was going to do it, and it's not even going to cost us $295,000. So we're going to upgrade our training once and twice, and there we go. Beautiful. We are at 100. We have the best fucking trainers on the planet, and yeah, I have it spread out. I feel like having the graduates release at a set month is always like unrealistic to me. As once you're ready, you're ready. You know, it's not really like oh, you have to be ready by April kind of thing. That just doesn't make sense. So we are going to get 3 students just sporadically whenever they're ready, graduate from the dojo, starting in 56 days. So I think that's, what are we, 28? I think that's perfectly in with January. We might see someone at any point in time. So yeah, best dojo in the world. And let's get into the second tour day. Backstage incident, Ant-Man and Yoshifusa Maeda. Ant-Man didn't clean up his shit. Alright, thanks, buddy. And yeah, we're gonna run a generic venue, or no, we're gonna run Kobe. Fucking Kobe, there we go. We're gonna run Kobe, and we're opening with a big ol' 4v4 between Ant-Man and Monday Next and the American Cobras versus the Politicians and the Dependables. That is gonna be our technical masterclass. It's going to go 15 minutes. Storm can get the victory. Technical masterclass. I don't care. You know what? I do actually care. Yori's going to take the fall. Open script, slow build, decisive. Book segment. Our first of 2 Young Lion matches is going to be a 3v3, as we're going to see Ikki and Kubo and Yutaka Ogata take on Showtime's Intensity and Washi Tanaka. Of course, 10-minute total. Masashi can take the victory because he had a really good match last show. Next up, singles match for Ginji here. Ginji takes on Suguru Emoto, who doesn't win enough, but he also hasn't earned his keep, really. He's slowly getting there. Slowly, but too slowly for me to push him. Like I kind of wanted to. Open script. Oh, no, wait, we don't fuck with this, because I'll fuck something up doing that. Alright, beautiful. Then we are going to have a singles match. The Doi Boy, he's officially graduated. He kind of officially graduated during the last tour, but we didn't really book him like he did. So this is going to be his first proper match. We're going to give him time. 15-minute total. Him versus Dynamite Narahashi. It's going to steal the show. Open script, decisive. And then after the match, we have a quick 2-minute promo where Dynamite basically tells Doi, he's like, that was one of the hardest matches I've had in a while. And I wasn't expecting it. Maybe I underestimated you, but I don't think it was that. I think you truly have skill. He essentially is like, I see big things in you, Doi. I want to team up with you at the pop-up pay-per-view. Test your might. So, yeah, Dynamite sees big things in Doi. Wants to team up at the pop-up pay-per-view. Alright, and I don't think either of these guys can really cut that good of a promo. I fucking lied. Doi can cut a decent enough one, so... double test here. I also forgot to get rid of my storyline, so we're just gonna... I'm gonna keep this one going, though. That one's gonna stay. Alright, boom. I'm gonna get rid of everything else. I'm just gonna settle this down to the basics. Alright. Because that one's got decent enough heat. So, crossing my fingers for that one. Up next, we have a tag match where Raw Power will take on Massacre and Mabuchi Furusawa. That's going to go 20 minutes. Furusawa can get the Alright, no, we're trying to push Massacre. Massacre gets the victory in this one. And Koyo can take the fall. Open script, slow build, decisive. Did I accidentally slow build this one? No, I didn't. Alright, cool. So, Amoto jumps Furusawa. And, quote, will make him pay at Test Your Might. So, Mabuchi Furusawa decisively beat Raw Power here tonight. And, Suguru like, not on my fucking watch, buddy. You're gonna fight me at the pay-per-view. And Showtime's like, buddy, you don't know what you're getting into. You really don't know what you're getting into. Massacre's also recognizable. So, I'm assuming... okay. And then our main event is going to be another 4v4. We did one earlier in the show. But the main event tonight, the entirety of the dojo, that would be the dojo guards, Giant Brody, and Yoshi Nakataku, will take on Funakoshi, the Wild Ones, and Tanyu Toshusai in a big ol' 4v4, 24 minutes long, and Giant Brody can get the victory. We'll have him pin Funakoshi's prized possession in Tanyu Toshusai. I don't think Taku can call. I keep forgetting it's actually developing a lot faster than I was anticipating, but it's still below 70, so I'm not risking it. But we're gonna script that, and then Taku challenges Funakoshi for Test Your Might, and everyone's like, holy shit, we're gonna see that at Test Your Might against Brody. Which is still a pretty good match, but Yoshi Nakataku's like, I could take you out myself, but your friend Giant Brody over there really pissed off, your friend Big Bruiser Finley over there really pissed off my monster. And he's going to take his anger out on you in the main event of Test Your Might. So, Yoshi Nakataku, Giant Brody, Funakoshi, and then we'll put Big Bruiser Finley on screen. Because they reference him, but I don't feel like putting everybody else on the screen, so sorry. But I don't care. You know what? Fuck it. Inajiro, Noritoshi. I can't cheese like this in TEW9, so I'm trying to milk it for all it's worth here. Animal Harker and Tani Toshusai. Major success, regular success, and regular success. Okay, so that's actually 2 matches we have pre-booked. So Suguru Emoto and Mabuchi Furusawa, we know is happening. And then we know in the main event, it will be Giant Brody versus Funakoshi. Boom. And then we are going to have a press conference after the show. PC. Maeda makes a tag compromise. That's not how you spell tag. That's Tiga. Tag compromise. So essentially, he addresses what Blast Radius said on the last show, and he's like, I agree where they're coming from. They have really earned a title shot, but they didn't. I don't like to do rematches unless they won a tournament and it's undeniable. I can't take the shot away from them. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do a match type we don't usually do too much. At Strength Rush 2020, we will do a 4 tag team match, 2v2v2v2 for the tag titles. It'll be the Cobras. Blast Radius will already get in, and then to decide the other 2 teams at Test Your Might, we're going to have 2 tag team qualifier matches. The first one being the Silent Killers. Yoshifusa Maeda. Let me post show. The first 2 teams are going to be, it'll be the Silent Killers versus the Politicians, and the and the other tag team match will be Intensity, so Masashi Urgataya, I'm gonna run out of people here, and Yoshisada Matsuzawa, and the team of Tanyu Toshusai and Quick Kick Nakao. So So whoever wins between Killers and Politicians, and then whoever wins between Toshusai Nakao and Intensity will determine the other two tag teams in that four-way. So he doesn't want to do a rematch, but he can't deny that Blast Radius have earned a title shot. So he has a little workaround. So yeah, pre-booking. I don't know why I went into that much detail in the fucking when I could just show you who's going to be in it right now. So Intensity versus Tanyu and Quick Kick Nakao. And then opening the show would be Silent Killers and the Politicians. Alright, there we go. That's 4 of the 7 matches we're going to have pre-booked for the pay-per-view. So, and then we also know Dynamite and Doi are going to team up, but we don't have a match set for them yet. So, alright. Start the show. We open, gets a 62. Good start. Really good start. Storm had a 70. Holy fuck. 54 for the first Young Lion match, and a 49 for the second one. Dynamite and Doi got a 43. I'm actually not that mad about it. I was hoping a 50, but I do know that Doi has like 0 pop. He's not that good, and Dynamite has been notorious for giving us mid-as-fuck ratings. This was more so here for the storyline. They're supposed to be good friends. God damn it. And they promoted better. Doi did well. 64 for Raw Power versus Showtime. Furusawa was fucking incredible. And 64 for the promo. 76 for the main event. Good to see. Yoshi Nakataku got a 72. He is proving me right. Thank you, Taku. I almost get you could have been Dynamite. That's crazy. We were almost gonna do that. And then the show ending promo got a 69, and our press conference got a 63. Okay, good stuff. 71, can't be mad at a 71. Alright, that is day 2 in the books. Alright, final tour show before our pop-up pay-per-view Test Your Might is here. And yeah, we're going to finish pre-booking the show tonight. But first off, we got a preview match for one of those tag title qualifiers, as Tornado Nagai will take on Kiyotaka in a good old technical master classical. Tornado will go over this time because I'm not dealing with his fucking bullshit. He can call it. They might actually be able to call it too. No calling. But book that segment. Our first Young Lion match is going to be a 3v3, and it's going to be a pretty intense battle for these young boys, as it's going to be Razan and the Spine Breakers versus the team of the Red Dragons and Nobuyuki Kubo. Save that. 10-minute total. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're paying Razan for, but Sen can get the victory. And then our other Young Lion match, his tag partner is busy up there losing, but Iki Hosaka is going to do the job for Kando Nomaro. And yeah, good match here. Kando Nomaro wins. Alright, up next we got a cool, weird preview match for the Furusawa versus Suguru Moto match, as they teased it. They teased teaming up, but the next will take on Massacre and the team of Dynamite Narahashi and Takanori Doi. So they're going to get their first team up here, and in, how long I got this going? 19 minutes? 19 minutes. Massacre will get the victory. We're pushing him. They can pin each row. Actually, this will make more sense if Dynamite gets the pin. So Dynamite gets the pin. This is our steal the show. Scripted, decisive. I can slow build. What am I doing? 64. Slow build. I could actually... I'm going to add a minute to... no, I'm not. This is fine. And then after the match, a quick 2-minute angle. Raw Power's pissed that they lost. Raw Power want the Doi boys. That's not their official team name. They don't have one. But they're essentially like, oh, you think you're hot shit now, Dynamite and Doi? Oh, you graduated from the online phase. Fucking congrats. Well, let us give you a welcome, a congratulational party. They're not good promos apparently. But essentially they're like, we heard you wanted to team up, and you got the most fluky, bullshitty win I've ever seen in my entire life against us tonight. So why not back your words up, back your fists up, and face us at the pay-per-view? It wasn't a bullshit win. It was a clean one, but they're deflecting. They're coping here, guys. They're coping. So yeah, I don't know if Ichiro and Koyo can really cut promos. All that fucking microphone work that what's his name been giving you to, and it ain't fucking doing anything. It's still at a 39. They can't really menace either. He can menace. Koyo can menace. But I forgot we're Japan. I could just put him on charisma. It won't matter. But we'll entertainment these two guys. So, just major success for everybody. It's an achievement that Raw Power got booked. So, you know, it's a major success, I guess. So, Raw Power will take on Takanori Doi and Dynamite Narahashi. Alright. The Doi boy, I keep looking at his stats, like, just, please, for the love of God, become all dark greens. Like, it's gonna happen overnight. Cool. Semi-main, we have a weird preview match here. Very weird preview match. As it's going to be previewing the Funakoshi Giant Brody match. But it's going to be Quick Kick Nakao and the Wild Ones versus the Dojo Guards and Shark Okimasa. I think once his tag partner retires, I might actually just rename him to Shark instead of Shiraku. You just give him a little more character. Maybe I'll do something with him. But in the end, it is going to be Big Bruiser Finley getting the victory. He's going to pin Shark here. Open script, slow build, decisive, because I don't think Nakao can call it. Not quite yet. But then after the match, the guards and the Wild Ones agree to run it back at Test Your Might. They've had a couple of encounters over the course of the save so far, and from what I remember, they were pretty good matches. So yeah, they're gonna agree to run it back. I think their last, if I remember correctly, their last match was a draw in the on some show. What am I doing? Big Bruiser. It's Finley O'Flaherty, that's why. So their last, yeah, it was a time limit draw at the Lone Survivor. Now, I can't remember why I did that, but it probably made sense at the time. Maybe I might have that one. No, I don't have that one written down. Oh, because I built to Brody and the Guards versus the Wild Ones and Tanyu. So, yeah, I guess they agree to run it back here at this pay-per-view, and they're like, we're going to make sure that it's not a draw, I guess. So, yeah, they're going to run it back. That is going to be another match for the Test Your Might show. And it's going to be a fucking banger. These two teams they always put on bangers. So, yeah, beautiful. Wild Ones and Dojo Guards. And then in our main event here tonight, I don't know how well this main event's going to do, but it is only a tour show, so I'm not going to cry myself to sleep tonight about it. Washi Tanaka and Intensity versus M3, Blast Radius and Suki. And there we go. This is going 24 minutes. Suki-san can get the victory. We'll pin Yoshisada because I pinned Masashi last time he was in a high-profile match. Rokumon can't call it. I don't need to check. Slow build, decisive. And then we have afterwards, Razan doesn't want to wait for the pay-per-view. And if you guys could probably guess what happens, Razan's like, why don't we test our might against each other at Test Your Might in a 3v3 me and my boys, the Spine Breakers, versus you and your boys, Blast Radius, and they agree to it. So, how did I run out of time? What did I have go long? Oh, it was the Raw Power. Raw Power went long. You fuckers. So yeah, that is going to be the semi-main for Test Your Might. I might switch that around. I'm on main event spotlight. It's fine. It can be the semi-main. The storyline will make more sense if I have the Wild Ones be the third from last. So it will be the Spine Breakers and Razan versus M3 in its entirety. Suki and Blast Radius. Semi-main for the Test Your Might show. And yeah, let's get into this show. Kiyotaka and Tornado Nagai didn't do that bad. It's 59 for two lower mid-carders, so good to see. 58 for the first Young Lion match. Razan's trying way too hard. That fucking guy. 50 for the other one. And 59 for Massacre and the Doi Boys teaming up. Doi was the weak link. He's going to be the weak link for a little bit here. But I'm confident in my Doi boy, and you all should be too. 59 for this match, and then a 51 for the promo. 65 for the Cow and the Wild Ones versus Shiraku and the Dojo Guards. Big Bruiser Finley also trying way too hard for a tour show. The Run It Back angle got a 56. And then a 70 for a main event. Okay, I had zero expectations for this, and they blew me out the fucking water. The promo, however, I knew this was going to be good. You knew this was going to be good. 81 for the promo. And that is how we finish our final tour show before Test Your Might. Pretty decent. Actually, a decently stacked pop-up pay-per-view card. I got to find a better name. That'll be the technical name. I think I'm going to call them preview shows. Preview pay-per-views. Pay-per-view is what's getting me. That's the part that's making it sound long. Oh god, do we get Roman or Joey Feely? No? Okay. Test Your Might. I don't know. Let me know if you guys got any better names for these pop-up pay-per-views or preview shows. Preview shows is also weird because it's like, isn't every tour show a preview show? I'm rambling though. Speaking of this preview show, let's just fucking get into it. Alright, we are here for our pop-up pay-per-view preview show. Specialty preview. I don't know. I'm not sold on any name right now, but we're here for Test Your Might. And we're running Shogun, but remember guys, we are on the hunt for 65 pop. I think I showed it to you guys. I can't see it from here. I'll show you in a second. But we got some microphone work. He needs it. Not microphone work. He could use psychology too. The psychology is more important. The psychology is more important than microphone work. I can't show you from here, but remember, once we hit 65 pop in Kansai, I am almost positive that means that we can then negotiate with Emperor, the pay-per-view provider, to get us in Japan, and that will do us wonders because then we'll get some proper pay-per-view revenue coming in for these shows instead of the pennies on the dollar we're getting in from Shogun TV. So my plan right now is we'll check immediately after the show if we hit 65 pop, assuming I don't forget, and then if we do, I will negotiate with Emperor. All of our pay-per-views will go on Emperor, and then I will negotiate with Shogun so that Shogun can get our tour recaps. But Strength Rush, we are here, and what kind of venue are we looking at? Oh my god, we're getting 20,000? Is there, like, a better priced arena we could get? 60,000? Oh god. Yeah. No. Do we... Fuck it. Yeah, it's saying the best options generic. I think we run that. Alright, but opening the show, our first of two qualifiers here tonight, the Politicians versus the Silent Killers. This will be our technical masterclass. And qualifying for that World Tag Title Fatal 4-Way will first be the Silent Killers, as they are going to take out the Politicians here to open Test Your Might 2020. I say 2020 like we're going to run this again. There's a good chance we don't. We're going to need to script this match and book the segment. You know what? You and Roku can fucking figure out who's losing. I don't care. But yes, politicians go down. Up next is the Dynamite and Doi debut match. No, it's not. They teamed with Massacre. You get what I mean. Doi's pay-per-view debut. And what happens on the Doi Boy's pay-per-view debut? The Doi Boy goes over. He's gonna pin Koyo. Doi Boy's going over. Steal the show. Open script. Decisive. Is this gonna piss them off? No, it doesn't, and that's amazing. They're taking one for the team. Thank you. And up next, the other qualifier we have, Tanyu Toshusai and Quick Kick Nakao versus Intensity. Who will get that final spot in the tag title Fatal 4-Way after 12 minutes, 12 minutes. Gotta make sure Tanyu's not a fucking star. Okay, cool. It will be Intensity. Quick Kick Nakao can take the fall. Open script. We'll go all out for this one, too. Oh, will this fuck with it because I just stealed the show? I'm not gonna risk it. We'll leave that off. But yeah, Intensity qualifies, and that means at Strength Rush 2v2v2v2. Should I make it hardcore? Because I know hardcore means I don't think this will fuck with us. I don't think so. It's still elimination. God, never mind. I'll shoot myself. I was going to pick it because there was no elimination. Because I don't like that there's no elimination. There's no option for no elimination. So I have to add a new match. We'll go first to a fall. 2v2v2v2 first to a fall. Because we save 4-way eliminations for Sole Survivor. Standard 4-team bout where the first team to get a fall wins. Alright. Yeah, we'll leave all this the same. One fall. Keep all this the way it is. No count under disqualification, though. That doesn't make sense if it's not elimination. Alright. Save first to a fall. We are going to have the Cobras, the Blast Radius, the Intensity, and the Silent Killers in for the tag titles. Boom, that's at the pay-per-view. Let me double check that nothing else I'm pre-booking tonight. The answer is no. The rest will be on the tours. That's the only thing we're pre-booking tonight. Alright, up next, we got Suguru Imoto versus Mabuchi Furusawa. And in a match that should surprise absolutely nobody, Mabuchi Furusawa goes over. Can Suguru script? No, he cannot. Yes, he can script. He can't call. Showtime, you're gonna need to do one of those you're gonna need to do one of those Mabuchi carry jobs, buddy. And then we're gonna have a post match. Post-match. It's only going to go 2 minutes. Furusawa and Suguru Imoto. Boom. Entertainment. Alright. Next up, we ran it back. I wanted this to go long, but I ran out of time. So, 22 minutes it is. And they run it back, and this time the Wild Ones do come out on top. Finley can get the pin over Mura. Harker can call now. He can call. This should be a good match here. That should be a real good match. And then we are going to have another post-match. It's going to be kind of a clusterfuck, though. So, but again, pay-per-views. I describe what happens as we run the show. Finley's here. Animal Harker's here. And then, what's this? Yoshi Nakataku. What? And then, wait, Tanyu Toshusai and Quick Kick Nakao. What's going on? Just a lot of fucking menacing. And this is going 4 minutes. 4 minutes. We'll do booming. And then this is happening. And, yeah, run it back post-match. Okay. Up next is the M3 versus Razan and the Spine Breakers. This is going to go 23 minutes, and Suki will get the pinfall victory over Razan Okamoto. We're going to protect Razan. It's the semi-main, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't want him to lose pop, but for storyline reasons, it just makes so much more sense for Suki to win here tonight. And we can't call it. That's right. It's got to be scripted. And boom, Razan didn't complain. Thank you so much. M3 versus Razan and Spine Break post-match. Alright. This is going 5 minutes because Suki can fucking talk. If you didn't know that, Suki can talk, guys. Blast, Rokumon, Razan, Sojuro-sen, and Nobuharu. Major success for M3 because they won. Regular success for the other three because I have no shame. And then in our main event, Funakoshi versus Giant Brody. It's going to go 22 minutes. Funakoshi, of course, is going to pull out the victory because he is our golden goose. He's quite the stallion, Funakoshi, he is. And then we are going to have, what's the issue? Roku Satomura is sad. Oh, wah, wah. And then we're going to have another post-match. Funa versus Brody post-match. Alright. So this is going to be a... What are we going to... So I'm going to have Funa. I'm not going to be able to fit everybody. So we're going to have Taku, Giant Brody, Noritoshi Miura. You know what? It would actually make more sense if Brody's not here. He lost the match. He's out cold, we'll say. And then we're going to have Animal Harker, Big Bruiser Finley, Tanyu Toshusai, and Quick Kick Nakao. Boom, Funakoshi, Menace, and the Dojo are regular success in tonight. Alright, 4 minutes. Okay, boom. Main event, the fucking wild animal. Does he have a nickname? His nickname is Giant. Giant Leon Brody versus Guerrilla Warfare Funakoshi in the main event. Good show. I'm excited. Just double checking. Yep, that's all that's the matter. So, my apathy towards Roku is at a all-time low, so let's just get right into it. 61 to open the show. Good match from these two teams. The politicians ain't good for much other than complaining and technical masterclasses. So, yes, 61 for these two teams. And a 60 for Doi and Dynamite versus Raw Power. Doi and Dynamite. Doi, of course, still at that 30 range. I don't think he's fully realized that he's not a young lion anymore. But Doi's first big pay-per-view win comes here tonight, pinning Koyo Kinoshita after 11 minutes and 11 seconds. The following match, Tanyu and Quick Kick Nakao versus Intensity, gets a 67. Good performances all around. No one really stood out, but good performances is all you can really ask for. Fucking damn. That's brutal. That's really unfortunate, actually. That's quite the unfortunate scenario. I have broken my ribs. Ooh, alright. That's brutal. That's really upsetting. Oh, no. Can I work through that? Oh, man. Of course, I'm not going to be mad. I don't want to... I can work through it. Okay. But yeah, we've hit our injury cap for the rest of this tour even. That fuckface broke my ribs. And as I'm writhing in pain and agony, Suguru Imoto, he's just rambling outside. He's like, "You might have won tonight, but you feel the damage I did. You feel it, Furusawa. this isn't over. I'm going to get my rematch. I'm going to show the world. I don't care if it takes 4, 5, 6, 25. I don't care how many rematches it takes. I will get my victory. And I'm just sitting there holding my fucking rib. Fucking dying. And, no, in reality, with broken ribs, I'm like, it doesn't matter how hard you try. I've proved my point. You're not getting a rematch because I simply don't have the energy to fight you again. All right, buddy? Now, shoo. 67 for the post-match. Up next, Wild Ones and the Dojo Guards gets a 79. Beautiful. Finley with an 82. He is just really fucking good, isn't he? He is really fucking good. Yeah. Just generational performer, Big Bruiser Finley. And following that, we have the dojo. We have Yoshi Nakataka. He comes out, and he jumps the Wild Ones. So it's I completely forgot the angle for a second there. But what happens is the baby faces won, the Wild Ones win, and the Dojo Guards, they're like, they tip their caps. They do like the fedora tip with their headbands. And they're like, they offer their hands, and it's like, yeah, these two teams, they're on opposite siding, they're feuding, but at the end of the day, the Dojo Guards respect good competitors, and the Wild Ones prove themselves to be good competitors. So they shake the Dojo Guards' hands, and then everything that I just said is a complete fucking lie, because they are immediately jumped from behind by Yoshi Nakataku. The Dojo Guards no longer respect anybody now that they've been in Yoshi Nakataku's dojo. And the three men just start beating him down until Tanyu Toshusai and Quick Kick Nakao. Like, they've teamed up a lot, so it's like maybe they're just good friends by now, but Tanyu and Nakao run out and fend off the Dojo Guards from the Wild Ones. And that is the post-match angle for that. And up next, M3 is doing great. Good. Oh my god, Razan. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck, buddy. 89 from Razan Okamoto. 80 from Suki. I haven't been keeping track. But I do know that Finley got an 83. Razan with an 89. And Suki with an 80. So at least I know the top three performers. I don't think anybody else broke 70. I completely forgot to keep track, but Suki and Razan really showcasing why they're main eventing the pay-per-view. And yeah, match gets a 77. And following the match, Suki cuts a quick promo while M3 are standing tall, while Spine Breakers and Razan, they're sitting there like fuck, like laying, resting. Suki grabs the microphone and he says, "It ain't about you anymore, Razan. You got your title win, big deal, but it ain't about you. It ain't about you. It ain't about Funakoshi. It ain't about Furusawa. It ain't about Tori. It's not about the people that built this company, because those guys are about to go to greener pastures. This is the era of Suki. This is the new generation finally getting their chance at the big one. Razan, I'm going to make it... I'm going to make sure that you go down in BCG history, not for being a legend, not for helping this company get off the ground, not for being one of their first homegrown talents to win the world title. No. I'm going to put you in the history books as the shortest and most pathetic world champion this company has ever seen." And he spikes the microphone down, and we go into the main event. Funakoshi, Giant Brody gets an 86. Yeah, guys, I think the storylines were holding them down. I really think the storylines were holding them down, because you mean to tell me, no offense to Giant Brody, but he got a 68 here. You mean to tell me that Funakoshi and Razan got an 79, but these two got an 86? So I think I'm right about the storylines. It is just not beneficial. Oh, he didn't do better than Razan, though. Sorry. His match was just better. It is just not beneficial enough for me to have storylines the way that I book Japan. So, yeah, Funakoshi with an 86. Match gets an 86. Good to see. But after Funakoshi bests the beast Giant Brody here tonight, he is then surrounded by the dojo. Giant Brody is there, but I couldn't fit him on the angle. He was just in an 86 rated match. He can not be in the angle. It's fine. Funakoshi is surrounded by the dojo, and he just seems completely unfazed. He's like, he doesn't give a shit. And the dojo's like, what the fuck are you, what do you think this is? You think we're gonna go light on you, old man? And then, all of a sudden, Animal Harker, Finley, Tanyu, and Nikao, they come out, and the dojo retreat, and Funakoshi, he says, he gets a microphone, he just says, I've seen this company change over the past year, and a lot of good changes, but one change that I really wasn't too happy about was the way that you scumbag, can't do anything yourself losers would team up with each other and just take out people with the numbers advantage. And as much as I dislike that, I've realized it's become a necessity. So I've assembled my own group. I've assembled the guys that I know got my back, and I got their back. And it's these 5. It's Funakoshi, Animal Harker, Big Bruiser, Finley, Tiny Toshisign, Quick Kick, what the fuck? Quick Kick, Nikao. Jesus Christ, I couldn't get that word out. And Funakoshi says this is the newest mega faction in BCG, the Jungle Prowlers, and I will have the logo and the stable all ready for you in the next video. But Funakoshi's stable is here. Guerrilla Warfare Funakoshi. That's what I've been trying to give him that nickname, but I kept forgetting to fucking say it. So, yeah, the Jungle Prowlers, Funakoshi, Harker, Finley, Tanyu, and Quick Kick Nikao. That angle gets a 70. The show gets an 82. Razan with the best performance of the night. Funakoshi not far behind. And Suki, not Suki for once, it's not Suki, it's Big Bruiser Finley, who was praised for a great performance. Good to see. Now, are we at 65 pop? Are we at 65 pop? Yeah, I'm aware. Who are you? Are you the color guy? I might be able to use you. No? Okay, I'm not fighting that. Yeah, I'm aware. Are we at 65? We are. Okay, I'll do it right now. I will do it right now. So, if I did this correctly, we should just need to upgrade in Japan. We should just need to upgrade our music levels, which we probably can afford. I know we can afford to upgrade it. I mean, I don't know if on a week-to-week basis. I think we'll be fine. We made all of our money back that we invested in the dojo. Beautiful. And where is production? There it is. All right, music to licensed. All right, and we should... Oh, they need major licensed. Oh, fuck. Okay. Major licensed. It's gonna be worth it, guys. I really think so. Broadcasting. Yep, there we go. We can negotiate with Emperor's Choice now. Alright. New deal for events. I think we'll do 6 months at a time. 6 months at a time. I think we'll go 12 dates, because for 6 months for us, that's going to be 12 pay-per-views. Or no, we'll do 3 months at a time and narrow it down to 6. Okay, they don't want late evening. Late night, I'm fine with late night. Late night is not horrible. And they're going to give us an exception. 25%, this is a good deal, guys. I think this is a good deal. Alright, Emperor's Choice is going to be our pay-per-view provider, and then we're going to switch Shogun to tour highlights. First things first, I'm going to cancel the All Japan. Yeah, they'll just let us cancel it. And then Shogun, I want to get a deal for tour highlights. Damn, they're fucking us, dude. They really fucking us. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have canceled All Japan. Oh well. What's the cooldown? What's the cooldown? Oh, there is no cooldown. Late night, though. What are we getting on Shogun? I'm sorry if this is taking forever. But, no, it's the same time slot. Never mind. 6 months, exclusive rights. 30% to company. There we go. And then I'm going to cancel this deal with events. Alright, cool. Cool. So, we're going to hit that easily. This should hopefully bring us a lot of pop coming forward. And eventually, once this gets closer, I want these at like 45 before we start running in these other regions. So now that we have much better pay-per-view provider, a better tour provider, I think now is the time we're going to start to maybe not bring in as much money as we were. These ticket sales are going to keep going through the roof. But instead of bringing as much money as we were, I think the popularity is going to start coming in much heavier now. So that's going to do it for this episode of The Roaring Lion Lives On. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all come back for the finishing stretch of this tour as we build to Strength Rush 2020.